Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome. And I've got something really special to show you in this week's video, guys. We're going to be talking all about model trucks. But these are not just ordinary model trucks. You can actually drive these. Or maybe a bit of a squeeze for me, but your children are going to love these trucks. So I'll be showing you all around the trucks. Then we'll be talking about what's involved in building them and certifying them. We'll be talking to Wayne Auchmuty, the man behind these trucks who designs and builds them. We'll be getting the whole insight to these trucks, what's involved in putting them all together. So yeah, we'll walk around the truck first and then we'll go into the garage and show you how they're built. Check it out, guys. Scaled rigs. Okay, let's start with a full walk around. Here we have the S730. Now, of course, you can get the 730S like we have over there. I'll show you that shortly. So it all depends what way you want to specify these trucks. Do you want the letter before the numbers, like the old badging, or do you want the letter after the numbers, like the new badging on the S series? So this one is finished in fantastic metallic black. So it all depends what way you want these trucks finished. But yeah, children absolutely love these trucks. And I have Kyra here. Kyra's 10 and she'll be demonstrating how easy it is to drive these trucks. So Kyra, sit inside and we can show them.
Explain to you what's in here.
Yeah.
There's the dashboard.
So you have plenty of space in there now,
Yeah,
haven't you?
like there's literally a lot of space, and there's a lot of space here, so it's not cramped. And there's two settings, so you can either go forward if it's too big, or you can go back.
Yeah.
If it's
and we
too
have the
small.
dashboard there, just like the S580 that I drive, and even the infotainment system is the very same. And even the vents, look.
The vents. There's a forward and reverse button, and yes, it is good. And then there's a lights button and
oh yeah, we have lights as well on the tractor unit. Yes. So it's a 6x2. Yeah, and the rear axle lifts off the ground. That's to give the drive axle more traction. And we even have a real checkered plate here. That's not fake. And so that's very good. And the fifth wheel. Now the trailer is, you can power it up with rear lights. So it is pre-wired if you want to power up those rear lights. And of course you can have your own number plate on the back. But the sky's the limit with these trucks when it comes to customization and finishing them off in your company liveries. And we even have the winder there for the trailer legs. And even the lights on the back of the unit operate as well. So, okay, Kyra, what size engine have you in this? A V8, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, can you start it up and give us a couple of revs, please? Oh, yes.
I have it in reverse. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
It's very easy to
Just going to take it for a quick drive. And now, Kyra, come back. Reverse. So I measured out this whole truck. So it's nearly 13 feet in length, and the trailer weighs 65 kilos on its own, and the tractor unit weighs 130 kilos. So it is not light, it's not going to blow over, but yeah, absolutely fantastic for the children. Okay, Kyra, what did you think?
I rate this a 10 out of 10. I really love this. It's really fun, and I think I should buy it.
Yeah. Should I upgrade from the 580 to the 730?
Yes.
Okay.
Better upgrade to this.
Yeah. Okay, let me just walk over and give you a quick look around the 730S. So this is done up in, you can see Auchmuty. So that's Wayne's surname, Auchmuty. And he done up this truck. So this truck will be delivered soon to its customer. And this truck is already sold as well. But yeah, I'm just giving you an idea of the graphics on these trucks and the Scania Griffin. So yeah, they've done a fantastic job on this truck. And
there's the...
So this is where all the battery pack is. And of course you've got your electric motor and the fifth wheel.
Yes.
And let's just have a look at this very same layout. Oh, it has the old Scania, Saab Scania badge. Yeah. So customers can specify this exactly how they want it.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it's time to meet up with Wayne and he can give us a complete lowdown as to how these trucks are built. So Wayne, can you just tell the viewer, where did it all start? How long are you in business now?
So 2018 in August we launched the first prototype video of the truck to see what kind of interest was in it.
Yeah.
But we didn't enter production until the following March in 2019. We took pre-orders up to then while we were getting tooled up and making molds and the likes, you know, and getting testing and all the rest done that we needed to do in order to get into production, from the prototype to the first production machine. So we had to basically 3D print the first cab and first back end and build the rest of the truck as was, and then we put that truck into a van and I drove to England, and it went to a company that does testing for compliance testing. So we had to test that it was complying with EN71, which is the toy safety standard for children.
Oh, yes.
So they had it for a 24-hour period, and they basically did all the tests that they need to do, tip over, pinch points, you know, materials testing and other things, and came back with a report which had, it did pass the report. There was 1 or 2 recommendations, and we made those changes before we hit production. Then we then had to send a sample of every single grade of material back to a lab over there again, to check for toxicity. So they would check every sample, paint sample, rubber sample, metal, everything, and check it for all levels so that they weren't high in toxic elements. So that all cost a good bit of money out,
because
as you can imagine.
I don't think people realise the amount of work that you have to do even before the first one reaches the customer.
Yeah, no, well, like, it's like we designed it obviously on 3D CAD. I drew that, and then it went ahead for prototyping. We built the first one, but prior to all of that, we had to go to Scania, seek approval for their licensing. And Scania are brilliant to deal with. I really, really good and really helpful. And they came back and were very pro this as a product. And between us and back and forth, we got drawings sent over to them and got agreement for license to make them from them. Yeah, which was brilliant and a great vote of confidence.
Because not everyone can build these. You have to do them under license.
Absolutely under license, yeah. And like we like to think we're kind of a good ambassador for their brand, if that's the word for it. But
Wayne, it's not just Scania. You're also doing Mercedes trucks. We have the Actros.
So Mercedes saw our Scania video and liked it and got in touch with us and wanted a meeting, and we went over and had a good meeting with them and made an agreement to make their truck now also. So it followed on. It's only on the market a couple of months so far. What you're looking at there is only a one straight out of a mold. It hasn't been filled or sanded or primed or painted or anything else, so it's a bit rough around the edges. But
you have sold a few already?
Yeah, there's 6 gone. One of them went to Mercedes themselves as per the agreement. And after that, then there's been 5 customer trucks have gone out so far. But they're a lovely looking truck when they're finished too. You can see them online. They turn out
Wayne,
well.
You were showing me the dashboard pieces on the
Actros. So
show them there.
We have
the detail here, guys.
Obviously, it's the camera mirrors, the mirrorless cabs, and it has the infotainment system. So in order to make it look like a tablet, we've made them in a local signwriting company in Athlone make them for us.
Brilliant.
They're excellent, yeah.
And of course, I've already shown you the Scania dashboard there as well. And Kyra is still out in this one as well. Very good. And Wayne, this is the chassis. So this is the lengthened chassis.
This is a longer stretch chassis. It's 400mm longer than the standard one. But yeah, we make the chassis. They're made in Ireland as well by a fabrication company in Waterford. Stainless steel, laser cut and folded. And we rivet them together here. So what you're looking at there that's your front axle. And then we fit our electric. Yeah, well, like it's all that's 4mm steel, and then the stainless steel is lighter. But the reason that it's lighter is that there's a bit of flexibility in it.
Oh yeah,
which
so you have designed in flex.
Yeah, we designed it in a way that it would flex slightly so that you wouldn't have cracking, because if it's riveted together, you don't want it cracking on you. So it's designed in that way, and obviously the stainless is just so it doesn't rust. It's a little bit more expensive, but you want this thing to last.
The motor.
So we've motors in it that are heavy duty. They're made in the UK, and they are similar. They're quite heavy, but they're similar to what you'd find in a mobility scooter, say. And they have an aluminium casing and steel internals. So they're heavy duty, and they won't be given up anytime soon.
Oh, and Wayne, this is gas as well. Look, look at it. So you can put. I mean, the sky's the limit in terms of accessories, Wayne, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
which says there's a truck in Holland has Michelin Men on it.
Michelin Men, and even look at the light bar. Show them.
This is one we've just 3D printed this week and painted ourselves here, and that spot bar will go on the front of this truck here. This is a birthday present for my nephew. We've got
these spotlights as well. Look,
we've got spotlights, and we have a little 3D printed beacon for each end of the spot bar also. So
they'd look fantastic now.
They look good, and they'll work. Like, we can plumb them in and wire them in so that they work.
Yeah.
And then this is our beacon mount. So it's basically an Ivor Williams side light, and we 3D print a base for it to sit on that looks like a beacon.
Brilliant.
Sits there. That one doesn't flash, obviously. Yet.
Now, some of the viewers already, I'd say, have spotted. We have the T-cabs, Wayne.
Yeah. So they're.
So this is a very limited edition now.
Very limited.
15
15. They're obviously not branded as Scania because they're not built in the factory by Scania in T-cab form.
Yes.
It's an aftermarket company that modifies them to that. So we can't brand them as a Scania, but we've been allowed to make 15 limited edition, and they're already gone, so you can't buy one, I'm afraid.
And Wayne, just tell them how long it took you to sell all 15.
2 days. So
2 days, guys, and 15 of these were sold. So it just goes to show you how popular these model trucks are. Oh, and Wayne, we have a crated up one as well. What country is this?
So that one is heading to Scandinavia.
Wow.
It's ready to go. We get those crates made in Ballyhonus for us, and a company up there, and they're custom built obviously for those trucks. We have to get them heat treated obviously if they're leaving Europe, but otherwise they're an ordinary timber crate. But and
Wayne, do you ship to the US as well?
We have a problem shipping to the US purely from product liabilities point of view. We have insurance product liability cover for the whole world except for the US and Canada. And we can get insurance on it, but it's just incredibly pricey. It's working out at nearly €1,000 a truck.
What?
Yeah, to get cover for selling into America, just because there's a higher amount of claims over there, obviously. So whether it's worthwhile or not for us to do it is, well, I can't see people paying the extra for it. So that's one of our restrictions that we face.
And Wayne, can we just show them the battery pack?
Yes, so we have to lock it away. It's part of the child safety standards.
This is part of the child
so it has to be a lockable thing. The parent can take the key with them, and it opens up, and you have 2 gel batteries, which again are safety, that if they crack or leak, they won't actually pour acid out of them, that the gel will stay inside. They're 212 volts in series, so it's 24 volts, and you have a master isolator obviously, and we have 2 a motor controller and a sound system in there to make the engine noise.
Oh yes.
And then master fuses here, so if the truck gets overloaded, if too many people get onto it and it's getting heated up, the fuses will pop before it does any damage to anything else.
And Wayne,
so we have a release there for your trailer on your fifth wheel. You lift that up and she pops it out. Your fifth wheel goes in here, but we have a cap on it for safety, for pinching. So when there's no trailer on it, that a child can't put its finger into it. But it's just a latch basically.
And Wayne, it's designed this way so to stop.
Yeah. So we have a wing on each side. This was when we developed the trailers. So the wing on each side there's a corresponding wedge on the trailer fifth wheel.
Yeah.
So when the truck goes to over 90 degrees, before it jackknifes against the cab, it disconnects the trailer. So the trailer will come off rather than the cab get pinched.
Yeah, because you can imagine if somebody was
Just
standing
in
here.
case someone was there or something, they're not meant to.
Yeah, they're not meant to stand there.
It says it here, one child at a time kind of a thing. We put them on.
Yeah,
but,
the safety stickers on the other one.
Safety stickers, that one's not finished being stickered up yet. But there's warning signs everywhere that it's one child at a time on these things. And that's purely for safety point of view. People ask us for 2-seaters, but we want to make them 1-seater. It was
for stability reasons.
It was the stability thing which when we sent it for testing. Exactly.
And Wayne, what's the range on them?
Yeah, so like obviously battery maintenance is key here. Like you have to keep them topped up after every use. But if you got a full battery charge and the batteries are healthy, 6 hours you'd be looking at on a charge, which is a good charge. And we provide a good quality battery charger with the. It's a bought-in one, but it's a battery charger, smart charger that comes with the unit. And it'll top up and then maintain when it's up high. So fully charged, it'll be like a trickle charger automatically. Yeah.
And then the speed?
So again, we have to keep it between 6 and 8 kilometers per hour for the safety standards, and we're pretty much bang in the middle of that with where we are. So there's a single motor option on by default, and then in some cases companies like these 2 units here have twin motors in them.
Have they?
Yeah, so they'd have twice the pulling power, and some of these guys do them for the trailers if they're in hilly ground. The twin motors give them twice the torque, so that's a good thing for towing.
Right.
And you can add it on afterwards. If you look here, the way we have the chassis.
So people can add them on.
Yeah, we actually do the chassis in a way that the motor mounts are by standard on both sides. So even though only one motor goes out by standard, a customer can come back afterwards and buy the second one, and it just bolts on. All the tooling is there for it, ready to go. So it makes life simpler.
Yeah. And Wayne,
as a kit,
these products are very good for branding. So say for instance, if one of these trucks was at a show and you had a drinks company with a trailer at the back using a fridge. Yeah,
that's something we've been looking at lately now, is a box body, say, with chillers in the top of the lid, and you could have a drinks company at a show or a motorsport event or whatever it is, and they could have drinks in the trailer and, have something that someone can come up and it could be fully branded head to toe in the drinks company's name or any other company. But we actually have, it's not just truck companies and truck enthusiasts that are buying these off us. Like we've got companies coming to us, buying off us, and they have nothing to do with trucking at all, but they're bringing them to their trade shows. And
to attract people to their stands.
They have them up in their logos, and they could be anything. It could be a finance company, it could be anything, and they have this on their stand, and they draw people in because it's just something that's curious. So and we saw it ourselves. We were invited by Scania Germany to the Karlsruhe truck show last year, and there was a lot of these trucks on the stand. I think there was 6 out front and 2 in the back, and they had a massive draw over the few days. It just was a magnet. It brought people in. So they definitely work as a PR tool for sure, really well actually.
So Wayne, what's the cost of these?
So they vary, and nearly every truck is a different price that has gone out. That's why I don't kind of put the pricing up, because nearly every truck is customized to a different level. But if you're looking for a standard white Scania, and by default this colour is white because some of the parts come in white, and if we're doing custom colours we have to respray those parts. So if you're looking for a default white Scania S730, it's €4,500 plus the VAT. But to be honest, the vast majority of ones we make have been customised before they've ever left here, so they'd be spending
a lot more
on it. And we've some customers who have gone mad with stuff, really cool work and airbrushing, and like there's some serious trucks and serious money spent, I'd say, abroad on them, and it's cool to see them having that kind of an interest in them. There's been a few that have been really, really seriously well done in airbrushing. It's amazing to see.
So what do you think, guys? One of these painted up in Rory Lynch Transport colours?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think Kyra might want it. But yeah, Wayne, that's fantastic. I think we're going to get a few shots of the children driving these. Let's see how it goes.
Perfect.
So I know what you're all wanting to see, guys, is me driving the truck. So I'm 6'2", just to give you an idea of scale of the size of the trucks. And Kyra, no, we won't be carrying Kyra. Okay, so can I actually fit on the seat, Wayne?
I should be able.
I don't want to break it.
Do you want me to take your phone out of your pocket?
I'm shocked. I can actually sit on the seat, guys. Huh? Yeah. Okay, guys. No air horn. Huh? Oh, wait. What do you want me to hit? You want me to hit anything? Okay. Okay. Oh no. What? Oh yeah. Ah, not too bad. And that just about wraps us up from Scaled Rigs here. And a huge thanks to Wayne Auchmuty for showing me all around. So Wayne, where can they get more information on these website?
Thanks, Davros. Yeah, so it's www.scaled-rigs.com, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram also.
Stavros, I want one of these for Christmas now.
Yeah, I better start saving. And we have a little Lola here. Say goodbye, Lola. Guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Get onto the website for more information on these trucks. Get ordering. Christmas is coming. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Huge thanks for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll be back again next weekend for another video. Take care, guys. Thanks. Cheers! So really enjoy driving these trucks, and then we'll be... Oh God, I'll go again. Testing.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. The weather report today is sunny.
Kyra, can you drive these?
Yes, I'm a professional.